So, if you've watched my Mrs. Doe video, you have probably noticed the many irregularities and have many questions. It seems that the general consensus is that Mrs. Doe definitely isn't a parent, and I totally agree with this. The timbre of her voice points to her being a young adult. At a guess, I'd say definitely under the age of 25, and most likely under 21. Her language is certainly not that of a mature adult, and the way she discusses the party is certainly not what you would expect from an adult. I've covered these points in more detail in my Mrs. Doe video, so I'll add the link in my description for those people who haven't seen it and may wish to do so. The purpose of this video is to discuss the possible identity of the caller, and in particular, out of fairness, given that a number of people have raised the question, to address the similarities between the caller's voice and Daisy Cole's voice. So, we know that the caller has referred to Sammy as a dear friend. So they've already told us that there's someone close to Sammy. They've gone so far as to tell people to stop focusing on Sammy. So, is this caller Daisy Cole, or is it someone else from Sammy's inner circle? The thing which I believe to be the biggest challenge here is that the caller to Ichabod Mel was trying to come across as being someone older. So, would they have tried to adjust their speech accordingly? Also, most of the audio of Daisy which is available is from those times when she was pissed off with her mother, meaning that the tone of her speech sounds different and sometimes higher than when she is speaking calmly. You may have noticed in the past that the more pissed off Daisy becomes, the higher her voice becomes. Before sharing my own thoughts on whether or not this could be Daisy Cole, I'll play you several pieces of audio first, so that you can decide for yourselves if this is Daisy or someone else close to Sammy.
Yeah, I have two teenage boys that attend Incline High School, which is the north side of Lake Tahoe, and we live in Tahoe City, which is also the north side of Lake Tahoe. They, frequent these parties that happen at Boca and Prosser and Stampede reservoirs.
Your kids
kind
do?
of a yeah.
Oh.
Well, one of them does.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't there that night.
Did it because the Army for Jesus lady said that if there was proof that I was not in the state or I wasn't at the party, then she would like to see it. And I actually have a picture and video from that day, time-stamped and location stamped in Idaho. So I just figured, why not send it anyway? You know, I'm not doing it for anyone. I did it because I wanted to, not because anyone made me to or feel like I had to. I did it because I wanted to. Sure, I don't care about my pictures. You know why? Because when I'm posting on Facebook or Instagram and people are seeing that, I already know it's going to be public. I already know people are going to see it, so I don't care. You know, what is it to me? But Aiden, he doesn't want any of his pictures up, and he doesn't post pictures really. So any of those pictures he doesn't want. No, I don't care about the pictures because I already post them for the public to see. So who cares?
That's true, and I agree.
And I just feel like I have a bit of information that I've shared with the police, but it's not out there in the media, and it could be viable for your show or what is some misconceptions that are going on around there about what happened or about these parties. Yeah.
So tell me. Well, you can say anyway. I guess, like, what are the misconceptions? You know, what's those parties like over there?
Well, I think a good background of the terrain is pretty important. And on these back dirt roads, they all lead to an inlet, a private campground, a private beach spot, a private party scene. And there's hundreds of kids spread out throughout miles and miles of campground.
Braden got home. It's not even from December 2nd. It's from December 3rd, actually.
Yeah.
It was posted 2 weeks ago. You just asked for the video. That's the video that I got sent. That's not even the full video. That's part 1. I don't know. Kiki Ray's not the one who sent it to me. I opened the comment because it has the first part of someone else that I am friends with. Instagram's handle, Spicy. That's all I saw. Don't know what the rest is. I have someone whose Instagram is Spicy Parmesan. I opened it thinking it was from Spicy Parmesan. It was from someone else. Spicy whatever. I don't know.
In reality, there's college students and 40-year-olds and drugs being thrown and donated and pushed, like literally thrown in these as young as 14 years old little girls. And it's tragic. It really is. And I just want the kids to start talking and the parents to start listening.
There's definitely similarities there. But like I mentioned at the start of this video, the biggest challenge is that the caller to ICIDML is calling in and they're doing it in a conversational mode, and they are trying to sound like they are a parent of a child. Also, they're speaking in a calm manner. The recordings we have of Daisy, however, are recordings where she's pretty much pissed off with her mother. So you know that straight away her voice is going to be higher than what it would be in a normal conversational tone. That said, we can't say that those voices are identical. Yes, there are similarities, but there are also differences. I'm kind of leaning more towards it not being Daisy, but I can't say this with 100% certainty. At the same time, I certainly don't think that I could argue convincingly that it is Daisy either. Let me know your opinion.
You know, Sammy is a dear friend and just trying to help. Ronnie's a good kid and just trying to help. So I hope that we can stop misdirecting the focus and concentrate on getting footage and who saw her last. Someone saw her.